not a game, it's a rich thing.
Yo, what is good, y'all boys? Underdog, and I am indeed back in the building. In today's video, we're checking out the Seoul 2.0 joints. Of course, the predecessor to the legendary Seoul joints that go for thousands of dollars on the aftermarket. I've seen a lot of people say that these are their shoes of the year. Now, they're special, but are they shoe of the year worthy? Let's find out together. First off, presentation is A1 steak sauce on this pair. I mean, just check out the box. You got clouds all up on the lid of the box, kind of reminding me of Andy's room. Shout out Toy Story. Red Jumpman on the lid. The bottom half of the box is pretty cool too. You get like an elephant print pattern all throughout the bottom of the box, as you can see here, everywhere. While we're here, of course, my favorite feature, little keyhole and the size tag. Check it out. I did go with a 10.5, which is my true size. I went true to size with these bad boys, but check out the size tag, color code, all that fun stuff. Like I mentioned, packaging is A1. It doesn't stop at the box. Now, originally, these were nicely tied on a nice little bow. Of course, I went ahead and undid it, but the tissue paper packaging altogether just so dope. And I believe this tissue paper reads perseverance and persistence. Could be wrong. Probably should have fact checked before I started filming this video, but I'm pretty sure that's what that says on the tissue paper. And of course, you got Jumpman sprinkled, Jumpman branding sprinkled all throughout the box too. So check it out. We unwrap the paper. Now your shoes are gonna come individually wrapped. So just keep that in mind. But this is what we get under the tissue paper. Oh yeah, very J Balvin-y. That was my first reaction when I got these in hand. They very much remind me of the J Balvin, I don't know, whatever Sunset, but the white pair. Yeah, there's a ton to go over on this shoe. So let's start off like we always do at the bottom. The outsole you can see kind of mixed matched. Very playing with the Korean flag colors, of course. You got red and blue on one shoe and red, or blue and red. You know, you get what I'm saying. It's mixed match, which is dope. I do like that. I think that's a dope little hit. Of course, the midsole is aged, which is, yeah, you know, you either, at this point, you're either so sick of it or you love it. I don't know. I think the 1.0, the crispiness of them are a little bit better. I prefer the crispiness of a shoe, but at the same time, really not mad at it. I don't think it looks bad on this shoe at all. The upper, where we normally would see elephant print, we've got like a hairy suede, which does feel really nice to the touch. Leather is nice and tumbled too. You can see here, very Rumpelstiltskin-esque. All where you see leather, it's a nice tumbled leather. Good materials on this shoe for sure. The materials don't end there. Check out this ankle collar area. It's like a nylon material, and under that you get like a felt, or sort of like, I don't know, it reminds me of like Christmas pajamas, kind of that kind of material. Very soft, very like velour, that's the word I'm looking for. It's like a velour sock liner, which is pretty dope. Of course, on the tongue, it's kind of hard to do holding the shoes, but of course on the tongue, you've got the South Korean flag on one, Jumpman on the other. Nike Air on the booty of the sneaker, which was a good touch. Good job, Nike, going with Nike Air. You do get a hang tag too, and it comes with that chain, which I really appreciate. If it's gonna have a hang tag, it's gotta have that chain, in my humble opinion. That way you can reuse them, and you don't just cut off the plastic and then that's it. You can reuse them, and as I've mentioned many times, I use these as keychains, so I appreciate that little extra detail there. Should really just come standard though. I mean, I'm not asking for much. Laces are a nice white set of laces, or a cream set. Kind of matches that upper very nicely, in my humble opinion. No additional laces were added. Would be kind of cool to get a red set and blue set, but at the same time, I feel like you don't really need them. But I feel like a lace swap would be really nice on this pair. Maybe even, I've seen a black set of laces. It look pretty good to match that Jumpman. There's another little detail too. The air unit, they are mixed matched in colors too. So this one is red, and this one, try to pull it up here, is blue. Hopefully it's pulling up on camera, but they're mixed match. That's nice little details like that. I appreciate the little extra detail, the little extra mile. I don't know if it's gonna pick up, but Nike Air on the insole on both sneakers. So if you're South Korean, if you have any ties to Korea, South Korea in particular, these gotta be mandatory for you. These were somewhat limited too. There were like 35K pairs. That's not that many. I know a lot of people really wanted these. Shock drop kind of came and went. Of course, I'm fashionably late to this release, but I've heard a lot of people say that these might be sneaker of the year for them personally, and I get it. These are very well constructed, good story, and awesome silhouette. 3 is probably one of my top 3 silhouettes. This is a banger pair of shoes. They get the Underdog stamp of approval. They are cleansed. Pop that stamp. right here. These are fire, fellas. I really like them. But I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on the Seoul 2.0. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the original? Should they have just re-released those or wider released them? Or do you like the aged look of the 2.0s? I like that they're different from each other. So to be honest, I like that the 2.0s exist, keeping the 1.0s sacred, if that makes sense. Those are grails for a lot of people. I appreciate we get the 2.0s. A little bit of a twist, basically the same shoe, just a little bit of age details. It's a win-win all the way around, I think. We got a dope shoe. I'm just rambling at this point. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you made it this far, do they even have a Korean flag emoji? If they do, drop it in the comment section down below so I know you're a real one. Of course, your boy's got more content on the way. So until next video, peace.